Catherine, Princess of Wales, wasn't speaking, wasn't reacting, and certainly wasn't trying to make headlines. Yet almost every time Meghan Markle walked into the room, Kate Middleton's face seemed to reveal something cameras were never meant to catch. A pause, a glance, a split-second expression. And looking back now, those moments may have exposed the real royal story long before the world knew anything was wrong. Long before the documentaries, long before the interviews, long before Prince Harry would publicly describe private royal tensions, the cameras may already have been capturing something far more revealing, because inside the carefully controlled world of the British monarchy, words are managed, statements are polished, and headlines are negotiated, but body language has no press secretary. And that brings us to the first moment that many royal watchers still cannot forget, a moment so small, so ordinary, and yet so unexpectedly revealing that years later, people still point to it and say, this may have been where everything quietly began. February 2018. The Royal Foundation Forum. The so-called Fab Four. Prince William, the future king. Catherine, Princess of Wales, heavily pregnant with Prince Louis. Prince Harry, preparing to introduce his fiancée to the world in an official royal setting. And then there was Meghan Markle, confident, polished, camera-ready, and by all accounts completely prepared for the biggest stage of her life. On paper, it looked like the perfect public relations moment for the monarchy. 4 young royals, one united front, one powerful image designed to tell the world that the future of the crown had never looked stronger. But according to accounts later described in Spare, something happened backstage before a single camera even clicked. Meghan Markle reportedly realized something was missing. Lip gloss. A tiny detail. A completely ordinary request. And so Meghan Markle turned to Catherine, Princess of Wales, and asked if Kate Middleton could borrow some. Nothing dramatic. Nothing scandalous. Nothing that should have mattered. And yet, according to Prince Harry himself, Kate Middleton grimaced. Not paused. Not hesitated. Not looked surprised. Grimaced. Now think about that for a second. In one of the most image-conscious families on Earth, in a room filled with aides, assistants, protocol teams, and future headlines, Catherine, Princess of Wales, a woman trained for over a decade to remain emotionally unreadable, allowed a visible reaction to slip through before diplomacy could catch up. And when body language speaks before protocol takes control, experienced royal watchers know something important may already be happening beneath the surface. So let me ask you something. If this was just a harmless misunderstanding, why did so many people remember that moment years later? Why did such a tiny interaction become one of the most discussed moments in royal history? And more importantly, what exactly did Kate Middleton already sense that the public could not yet see? Because only minutes later, the 4 royals walked onto that stage, smiling for cameras, applauding politely, projecting unity, projecting confidence, projecting the future of the monarchy. But if you go back and study the footage closely, something feels different. Meghan Markle looked completely at ease, almost as if the spotlight had always been waiting. Prince Harry looked proud. Prince William looked measured, controlled, observant. But Catherine, Princess of Wales, Kate Middleton looked something else entirely. Guarded. Not cold. Not rude. Not openly uncomfortable. But guarded in a way that some royal correspondents later described as unusually tense, unusually controlled, almost as if Kate Middleton understood that the cameras were not just capturing a public debut. The cameras were documenting the beginning of a power shift inside the monarchy itself. And if that first grimace really was the moment Kate Middleton's face revealed what nobody else was saying out loud, then what happened at the wedding just a few months later may have said even more. And trust me, the next moment may be even harder to ignore. If you enjoy deep royal analysis like this, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next moment involving Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle wasn't backstage, wasn't private, and wasn't hidden from cameras at all. It happened in front of the entire world. If the lip gloss moment was the first crack, then what happened just 3 months later may have convinced royal watchers that the tension between Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle was no longer a backstage misunderstanding, no longer a clash of personalities, and no longer something palace aides could quietly smooth over behind closed doors, because on one of the biggest royal stages of the decade, with billions of eyes watching across every continent, Kate Middleton's face once again seemed to reveal something the official photographs were never designed to show. And once you notice it, one deeply uncomfortable question immediately comes to mind. Was the royal wedding already hiding a private fallout that had begun weeks earlier? May 19, 2018. St. George's Chapel, Windsor. The wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle was being described as a historic turning point for the monarchy, a modern global spectacle designed to signal that the British royal family was evolving, adapting, and stepping confidently into a new cultural era. Hollywood stars filled the pews. Global broadcasters lined the streets. Millions of viewers watched every carriage, every wave, every smile, every camera angle. On paper, this was supposed to be one of the happiest public moments in modern royal history. But as the cameras moved across the chapel grounds, many viewers found themselves staring at someone other than the bride. Because standing near the chapel entrance, holding the hand of Princess Charlotte, was Catherine, Princess of Wales. And something about Kate Middleton looked different. Not slightly tired. Not casually distracted. Different. Royal commentators would later describe the expression on Kate Middleton's face as unusually tense, unusually guarded, and in some photographs, almost unrecognizable compared with the warm, effortless public image that had defined Catherine, Princess of Wales, for nearly a decade. And when experienced royal reporters start using words like unrecognizable, viewers begin asking harder questions. Because this was not just any public engagement. This was Kate Middleton on one of the biggest family occasions imaginable. So why did Catherine, Princess of Wales, look as though something much heavier was happening behind the smile? Now context matters, and in royal storytelling, context often changes everything. Just weeks before the wedding, Catherine, Princess of Wales, had given birth to Prince Louis. Kate Middleton was still recovering physically, still caring for 3 young children, still navigating the intense spotlight that follows every royal appearance. And on top of all of that, Prince William, the future king, was serving as best man, meaning Kate Middleton was largely managing the children alone during one of the most heavily photographed events in the world. And yet many royal insiders believe physical exhaustion was only part of the story. Because by that point, reports surrounding bridesmaid dress fittings, private disagreements, and emotional exchanges between Meghan Markle and Catherine, Princess of Wales, were already quietly circulating inside royal circles. Different accounts would later emerge. Some reports suggested Kate Middleton was left upset. Other reports suggested Meghan Markle was the one who became emotional. Later books, memoirs, and media interviews would only deepen the confusion. But one fact remained remarkably consistent across every version of the story. Something happened before that wedding, and whatever happened left a visible mark. So let me ask you directly. If you were Kate Middleton, standing outside St. George's Chapel, recovering from childbirth, managing young children, facing the full force of global media scrutiny, and carrying private tensions nobody else could fully see, would your face give anything away? Because many royal watchers believe Kate Middleton's face answered that question before anybody ever spoke publicly. And then came one of the most fascinating visual details of the entire day. In several photographs later analyzed by royal commentators, Prince William and Catherine, Princess of Wales, appeared to be quietly speaking to each other during parts of the ceremony, almost as if Kate Middleton was focusing anywhere except the altar. Now, of course, nobody outside that chapel knows exactly what was said. Nobody can claim to know what Kate Middleton was thinking. But when body language experts begin noticing where someone is not looking, that becomes just as revealing as where someone is. And this is where the story becomes even more interesting. Because after the wedding, the official headlines told the world everything was perfect. The coverage spoke of glamour, unity, diversity, a new chapter for the monarchy. Smiling photographs dominated front pages. The institution got exactly the visual story it needed. But viewers who had been paying attention to Catherine, Princess of Wales, noticed something else entirely. Not anger. Not hostility. Something far more subtle. Emotional withdrawal. And if emotional withdrawal was already happening in May 2018, then what happened only weeks later may have made the hierarchy inside the monarchy impossible for Meghan Markle to ignore, because the next public event did not involve a wedding, a chapel, or family celebration. The next public event involved protocol. And for the first time, the cameras may have caught both women realizing that royal titles are not simply symbolic. Royal titles decide exactly where you stand. So here's my question for you. Do you believe Kate Middleton's expression at the wedding revealed simple exhaustion? Or did Catherine, Princess of Wales, already know something the public was only beginning to sense? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you're enjoying this deep royal investigation, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next moment featuring Meghan Markle and Catherine, Princess of Wales, didn't happen behind palace walls. It happened in full military formation, with the entire world watching who stood in front and who stood behind. If the royal wedding revealed tension, then what happened only weeks later may have revealed something even more dangerous, because weddings can be explained away with exhaustion, newborn babies, family pressure, and emotional overload. But protocol does not make mistakes. Protocol does not improvise. Protocol does not accidentally place one royal in front of another. And when Meghan Markle stepped into one of the most iconic royal ceremonies in Britain, standing just behind Catherine, Princess of Wales, the cameras may have captured the exact moment both women realized this was no longer about personal chemistry. This was about hierarchy, power, and where each woman truly stood inside the House of Windsor. And once you notice Kate Middleton's face in that moment, one uncomfortable question immediately follows. Did the future Princess of Wales already know this rivalry could never stay private? June 2018. Trooping the Colour. One of the oldest, most visually powerful traditions in the British monarchy. Military precision. Global cameras. Royal carriages. Thousands of spectators lining the streets. And for Meghan Markle, this was not simply another public appearance. This was a masterclass in royal hierarchy, an unspoken lesson in how the institution truly works when the cameras stop focusing on fairy tale weddings and start documenting constitutional order. Because in the monarchy, position is never random. Position is history. Position is status. Position is succession. And on that day, the image said everything. At the front stood Prince William, the future king, beside Catherine, Princess of Wales, the woman many already viewed as the future queen. Behind them stood Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, newly married, globally famous, still surrounded by extraordinary media fascination, yet visibly positioned one step lower in the royal formation. To casual viewers, it may have looked harmless. To royal insiders, it was everything. So ask yourself this. If you had just become one of the most talked about women on earth, if every magazine in the world was calling you the future of the monarchy, and if your wedding had dominated global headlines only weeks earlier, how would you feel realizing the institution had already decided exactly where you belonged? Because many body language experts later pointed to one particular detail in that footage, the visible awareness on both faces. Meghan Markle appeared noticeably aware of the formation, noticeably aware of the positioning, noticeably aware of the cameras documenting every second. But what fascinated observers even more was the expression on Catherine, Princess of Wales. Kate Middleton did not look surprised. Kate Middleton did not look apologetic. Kate Middleton looked fully aware. And that detail may be more important than people realize, because by 2018, Catherine, Princess of Wales, had already spent years learning that in the monarchy, the hierarchy is not personal, even when it feels personal. Kate Middleton had spent over a decade standing where protocol placed Kate Middleton, smiling when required, waiting when necessary, adapting when circumstances demanded. Kate Middleton understood that being near the throne often means learning how to disappear when the institution requires it. But now standing behind Kate Middleton was someone very different. Someone with Hollywood instincts, public confidence, global recognition, and by many accounts, an entirely different understanding of visibility. And that may be exactly why this moment matters. Because if you study the photographs carefully, Meghan Markle appears almost to be looking past Catherine, Princess of Wales, as though trying to process a reality no palace briefing could fully explain. Meanwhile, Kate Middleton's expression appears unusually controlled, unusually composed, almost as if Catherine, Princess of Wales, already understood that this would not be the last time hierarchy became emotionally uncomfortable. Now let me ask you something. Do you think this was simply a lesson in royal tradition? Or do you think this was the moment Meghan Markle realized the monarchy was never going to revolve around Sussex popularity, global headlines, or Hollywood visibility? Because what happened next makes that question even more fascinating. That summer, something unexpected happened. Instead of distance, instead of public coldness, instead of allowing the rumor mill to grow louder, Catherine, Princess of Wales, appeared to make what many royal commentators viewed as a genuine peace gesture. Not at a palace reception. Not during a military event. Not during a formal engagement arranged by aides. At Wimbledon. Kate Middleton's happy place. The one place where royal duty often gives way to genuine enjoyment. The one event where Catherine, Princess of Wales usually looks completely relaxed, completely natural, completely herself. And this time, Kate Middleton personally invited Meghan Markle to join. On paper, it looked like the perfect answer to feud rumors. Two duchesses. Summer sunshine. Tennis. Smiles. Friendly conversation. Front page photographs. But if the trooping the color moment taught viewers to watch Kate Middleton's face more carefully, then Wimbledon may have revealed something even harder to hide. Because for the first time, Kate Middleton may have brought not just a smile, but a shield. And trust me, once you notice what Kate Middleton was gripping in those photographs, you may never look at that day the same way again. So here's my question for you. Do you believe the trooping the color formation was just protocol? Or was it the exact moment Meghan Markle realized there would always be one woman standing closer to the crown? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you're enjoying this deep royal investigation, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next moment involving Catherine, Princess of Wales and Meghan Markle may have happened in Kate Middleton's favorite place on earth. But Kate Middleton's face suggested it was anything but comfortable. If trooping the color taught Meghan Markle where the monarchy expected Meghan Markle to stand, then what happened next may have revealed something even more personal. Because protocol can explain physical distance, royal hierarchy can explain public positioning, and tradition can explain who stands in front of whom. But what happens when the cameras follow two women into a place that is supposed to feel natural, private, joyful, and completely free from palace pressure? And the tension somehow looks even stronger? Because the next moment did not happen on a palace balcony, did not happen during military ceremony, and did not happen under formal constitutional rules. The next moment happened at Wimbledon, the one place where Catherine, Princess of Wales, almost always looks completely relaxed, completely authentic, and completely at home. And yet the moment Meghan Markle sat beside Kate Middleton, something in Kate's body language appeared to change so visibly that royal watchers are still talking about it years later. And once you notice it, one fascinating question immediately emerges. Was Kate Middleton trying to build peace, or trying to survive an afternoon? July 2018. The All England Club. Centre Court. Cameras everywhere. Crowds cheering. The smell of summer in London. And for Catherine, Princess of Wales, this was not simply another public engagement. Wimbledon has long been one of Kate Middleton's most genuine passions, one of the few places where royal protocol often blends with authentic personal enthusiasm. Year after year, photographers capture Catherine, Princess of Wales, laughing naturally, leaning into tense matches, reacting emotionally to dramatic rallies, looking more relaxed than almost anywhere else in public life. In other words, if there was ever a place where Kate Middleton did not need to perform comfort, this was it. And that is exactly why what happened next became so interesting. Because rather than avoid the rumors, rather than quietly create distance, rather than allow tabloids to keep fueling stories of tension, Catherine, Princess of Wales, made what many royal commentators viewed as a sincere peace gesture. Kate Middleton personally invited Meghan Markle to Wimbledon. Think about that for a moment. Not a palace aide. Not a protocol team. Not a public relations office. Kate Middleton. And on paper, the optics looked perfect. Two duchesses. Summer dresses. Tennis. Smiles. Shared laughter. Front-page photographs ready to silence every feud rumor in a single afternoon. But as soon as those photographs began circulating, many royal watchers noticed something far more revealing than the smiles. Kate Middleton's handbag. Not casually held. Not loosely resting. Gripped. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Because in photo after photo, Catherine, Princess of Wales, appears to be holding that handbag with an intensity that body language experts later described as almost offensive, almost protective, almost as if Kate Middleton needed something neutral, something familiar, something emotionally safe in the middle of an interaction that looked far less relaxed than the official images suggested. And if Wimbledon is truly Kate Middleton's happy place, why did Kate Middleton look so unusually tense? So let me ask you directly. If you invite someone into your favorite environment, into a place where you usually feel completely comfortable, and suddenly your body starts looking guarded without your permission, what exactly is your instinct trying to tell you? Because that was not the only detail people noticed. Royal commentators later pointed out that Meghan Markle also appeared different. Meghan Markle's smile looked slightly more deliberate, slightly more measured, slightly more camera-aware than usual. And standing beside Catherine, Princess of Wales, a woman already being quietly positioned as the future queen. Some observers even suggested that Meghan Markle looked unusually aware of comparison, unusually aware of optics, unusually aware that every image from that afternoon would be studied for years. And in the monarchy, awareness changes everything. Because this was no longer about one backstage grimace. This was no longer about a wedding photograph. This was no longer about who stood in front at Trooping the Color. This was now a private attempt at public peace. And according to many observers, even peace looked uncomfortable. Now ask yourself this. If Kate Middleton truly wanted to build trust with Meghan Markle, why did Kate Middleton's body appear to be creating emotional distance even while Kate Middleton's public actions were creating physical closeness? Because what happened next makes that question even harder to ignore. 1 year later, Wimbledon returned. Same venue, same cameras, same two women. But this time, something had changed. This time, Catherine, Princess of Wales, did not arrive alone. Kate Middleton brought backup. Pippa Middleton, Kate Middleton's sister. And for royal watchers, that single detail may have spoken louder than any press statement ever could. Because if the first Wimbledon was a peace offering, then what exactly was the second Wimbledon? Support, strategy, protection, or something even more revealing? And if Kate Middleton truly felt the need to bring family into a setting that once belonged entirely to comfort, then perhaps the tension between Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle was no longer rumor, no longer speculation, and no longer something the cameras could hide. So here's my question for you. Do you think Kate Middleton's handbag at Wimbledon was just a coincidence? Or was Kate Middleton's body revealing what palace diplomacy refused to say out loud? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you're enjoying this deep royal investigation, subscribe now and turn on notifications, because the next moment involving Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle didn't happen at a tennis court, didn't happen behind palace walls, and didn't happen away from cameras. It happened at one of Queen Elizabeth II's most important events, where one public embrace may have revealed more distance than affection. If Wimbledon revealed discomfort, if the handbag looked like a shield, and if the second invitation looked more like strategy than friendship, then what happened next may have been the moment even palace insiders quietly stopped pretending everything was normal, because the next moment did not happen during sport, did not happen during casual summer appearances, and did not happen inside a carefully managed palace corridor. The next moment happened at one of the most symbolically important events in the entire royal calendar, an event deeply connected to Queen Elizabeth II, an event where every smile, every handshake, every glance, and every gesture carries institutional meaning. And yet when Catherine, Princess of Wales, approached Meghan Markle in front of the cameras, what looked like peace on paper may have become one of the most awkward royal moments ever caught on film. And once you watch it closely, one question becomes impossible to ignore. Was Kate Middleton trying to end the feud, or was Kate Middleton quietly confirming it? March 2019. Commonwealth Day. Westminster Abbey. One of the most important annual events in the royal calendar. A day that mattered deeply to Queen Elizabeth II. A day where every senior royal understood that personal feelings came second to institutional unity. Cameras were everywhere. Global headlines were waiting. Rumors of tension between Catherine, Princess of Wales, and Meghan Markle had already been circulating for months, and palace aides reportedly understood something needed to change. So when Kate Middleton walked toward Meghan Markle that day, many royal watchers immediately sensed that something deliberate was about to happen. And then it happened. Catherine, Princess of Wales, leaned in. Double cheek kiss. Warm smile. Perfect timing. Perfect camera angle. Perfect optics. At least, that was the plan. Because when royal analysts later slowed the footage down frame by frame, something about that interaction looked strangely off. Kate Middleton completed the gesture with the polished confidence of someone who understood exactly what the institution needed the world to see. But as Meghan Markle responded, some commentators noticed something unexpected. Meghan Markle's arm moved in closer, almost as if trying to turn a formal greeting into something warmer, something more personal, something more publicly affectionate. Yet Kate Middleton's body appeared to stop just short of full reciprocation, creating a moment that looked less like a hug, and more like two people performing warmth for the benefit of everyone watching. So let me ask you something. Have you ever watched two people smile at each other while every instinct tells you something deeper is happening underneath? Because millions of viewers may have felt exactly that. And what makes this moment even more fascinating is the timing. By March 2019, The internal structure surrounding Prince William, the future king, and Prince Harry was reportedly already changing. Separate offices were being discussed. Separate teams were emerging. Separate household strategies were beginning to take shape. In other words, while the public was still being shown unity, the machinery behind the scenes may already have been preparing separation. And if that is true, then Kate Middleton's embrace may not have been emotional at all. It may have been strategic. Now ask yourself this. If Catherine, Princess of Wales, truly wanted to silence rumors, what better stage could Kate Middleton possibly choose than an event honoring Queen Elizabeth II? And if Kate Middleton chose that exact moment for a public display of warmth, why did so many viewers walk away feeling the opposite? Because what came next removed almost all remaining doubt. July 2019. Guards Polo Club. A family event. No state ceremony. No military formation. No palace speeches. Just children, sunshine, polo, and what should have been one of the most relaxed family afternoons imaginable. Prince William was playing. Prince Harry was playing. Catherine, Princess of Wales, was there with the children. Meghan Markle was there with baby Archie. And yet across dozens of photographs taken over a long afternoon, royal watchers noticed something almost impossible to ignore. No eye contact. No visible conversation. No natural warmth. No shared laughter. Nothing. In image after image, Meghan Markle appeared to hold Archie closely, almost protectively, while Catherine, Princess of Wales, appeared focused entirely on Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis. Some observers described the scene as cordial distance. Others described it as emotional absence. But nearly everyone agreed on one thing. If friendship ever existed, the cameras were no longer finding it. So here's the question I want every viewer to think about. Which moment truly changed everything? Was it the lip gloss grimace? The wedding face? The protocol lesson? The Wimbledon shield? Or was it this? The moment two women standing only feet apart suddenly looked like complete strangers? Because the most powerful part of this story may not be what Catherine, Princess of Wales, ever said about Meghan Markle. It may be what Kate Middleton never had to say at all. Sometimes the royal family speaks through speeches. Sometimes the royal family speaks through protocol. And sometimes, the royal family speaks through a single expression that lasts less than a second. So what do you think? Which Kate Middleton moment said everything for you? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep royal investigation, subscribe now, turn on notifications, and join us for the next royal story. Because when it comes to Catherine, Princess of Wales, Meghan Markle, Prince William, and Prince Harry, the biggest truths are often the ones nobody ever says out loud.